to the chat of our news tonight. I'm your host, Cwayita Zweni. We are filming today's broadcast on Oppo, and it is a phone with 3 cameras, a 32 gig space, and a lot more features. It is on your screens as you can see. The price is 2,899 rands. It does have octa-core MediaTek. Yes, the space is 32 gigabytes. Everyone knows how our news feels about local business. We do appreciate and love local businesses, and tonight we are spreading our love to uShukela lifestyle. We are in conversation with Mzuhleli Maduna or the founder and owner of uShukela lifestyle clothing brand. Molobut. Hi Zubo.
Molweni awanyuthi.
Good.
Hi, how are you? How are you?
Very good, thank you. Kuba ke late. Ishow yethu late. We're supposed to start at 6:30. Sizawukhabela emnatheni. Sicela usixelele ukuthi umhlekazi ngoShukela lifestyle clothing brand.
uShukela lifestyle, Shukela clothing brand that was established in East London ngo May 2020 during level 5 lockdown. It's a local brand, and like now it's a national brand. But East London, it's all over the country now. It's growing day by day. It's a lifestyle brand.
All right. And why did you start uShukela? And in particular the name, why uShukela, bruh?
uShukela is a slang, is a slang from eKasi. uShukela is a term esetshenziswa kwindawo ezininzi eKasi, where we come from, where we grew up. Like for instance, uShukela in Diski is when soccer playing skills kuthiwa uShukela. From background in hip hop, when a guy wears nice clothes, swag and stuff, kuthiwa uShukela. When those zakho zihamba kahle nje and into emnandi thanks to the term uShukela. So I decided to use the term incorporator with a clothing ukuthi if we use this term sifake empahleni izothanda because i-term yaseKasi, i-lifestyle, into ezimnandi, i-term esetshenziswayo eKasi kahle kahle uShukela.
Okay, uShukela, is it sole owned? Where do kuya okanye is it a partnership with other people as well?
It's all sole owned uShukela Swampi. I started the brand myself, as I said, more May last year. I've been running the business since May. Zubo, Mzuhleli Maduna, as you have said.
Okay. And your target market, who is your target market? And since the beginning or inception of uShukela, has it in any way changed?
Honestly, I thought it was going to be a brand, my age group, youth. But as it demanded new, a person would buy a hoodie or a sweater, and then take a color because we've got different colors. And then so we had to introduce a range of Maduna. With kids range, Sami range, and so now we end up playing around with colors. They fit youth, because so it's only a matter of colors. If you color right, we are born putting the colors of is corner and youth. They're also playing around with colors, and hoodies, sweaters, t-shirts. So yeah, and age group basically, and the target market, South Africa.
All right. And any challenges? And business yako, you started the brand during level 5 lockdown. and what have been the challenges throughout El Qesh?
I-challenges zona mntasekhaya, if you remember, sisekulockdown, uyabona? I think we're on 470 something day of lockdown, so izinto azikabikho right, uyabo? Indawo ezininzi zisavaliwe, akukho nto ioperate ngendlela erayight. We understand abnormal sex situations, uyabo? So i-challenges are there. You order sometimes from suppliers, they take time, there's delays. It's basically the suppliers challenges now. Otherwise, everything else is smooth up until what is happening now in the country. It's taking us back. So otherwise, we put
Into othi uhleli because it was level 5 lockdown. You know what? I might as well. Has it been your
no,
dream? Has it been something you wanted to do?
I think business because you see there's unemployment. When you see a gap, you penetrate in the market. You know? Besides clothing, there have always been that have been doing music and but I think the clothing one came at the right time because it was locked down. Winter. I only thought I was going to be doing hoodies, but now I'm wearing a beat. I'm in the bucket hat. There's t-shirt, there's shorts because the brand is expanding. We're introducing socks. We're going to have sneakers. It's growing, but I always had a business background, but I was not sure. Eventually, got clothing, and it's doing wonders.
Okay. And recently, kukhona tours that you are doing, or maybe pop-up stores, or mobile tours, if I may call it that. How is that going?
It was coming nice until we went back to level 4, because the brand is a national brand now. So you'll get someone from Cape Town atenge, and then another person from Nepal atenge, another person from Mpumalanga, and we abantu bakuthi abaka move forward they're comfortable with buying online. They want to have the brand, they want to buy something, but they're not comfortable from buying from a stranger on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram. So I decided with my team, the best way to take the brand to the people, to do pop-ups. So I've been going around the country. Uba umntu uthengile athi afuna ikasi lakhe, I tell them, organize this, sizawufika Cape Town, bangabantu abayifunayo, we go to indawo yolonwabo, we sell there. But now went back to square one. We see a Korea now. So pop-ups was my idea to take the brand to the people in Elula, because when you go to Cape Town, we can do 3 townships in Cape Town within 2 days. So if stocks corner, we penetrate the locations, and the brand is expanding. Maybe also corner, uzofuna business card or some directed Facebook, and then they end up buying online. So we were trying to familiarize people with the people behind the brand. That brand Zubo from Island. So guys, if you don't have money right now, we are in Cape Town, we are in Khayelitsha, we are in Bubuleti. If you don't have money now, you can order online. This is us. This is not a scam. I've seen you on Facebook. We come to push. So we're trying to show my but immediately we're going to be doing the national tours. It's the only way, because we're running away from having stores and stuff. The big companies are closing down because rent is not a chance play. So we decided, no, let's do the pop-ups. And at the same time, we have plugs, we have distributors in this township. So we have people, Abase Khayelitsha, we have people, Abase Mpumalanga, that are selling the brand and also making a living out of selling the brand. So if we are a Jonga lady, it creates employment for abanye bantu, because people Abase Khayelitsha are more comfortable at Mduini or Khayelitsha. So akacinga uba ndizawuqhathwa ndizawuthini. So I have someone who's going to be selling eKhayelitsha, I have someone ose-PE eMotherwell, I have someone oseMpumalanga, I have someone oseNewcastle, yabo. So it makes things easy and it makes the brand to spread, yabo, without anyone thinking ukuthi anganokwa, angaskenywa. It's an online, but if ndiyathenga ndingaphinde ndihoywe, yabo. Because ezo nto zihambe zenzeka and we cannot run away from that. But ngaloo ndlela le pop-ups, we're trying to meet people halfway, yabo.
Okay. All right, Zubo. Another question that we have. We've seen on the pictures on the slideshow that is playing, there are some well-known personalities that you've been working with, or abanxibe impahla yakho. Any more people that you'd like to work with, mhlawumbi?
It's just that this lockdown is delaying things and it's taking us back. It's affecting the economy. There's a lot of people that we're working with, yabo. There's a lot of people that have received the match, but abakafumani indawo ezirayithi abazozinxiba kuyo, yabo. Because that is the strategy. There's a marketing strategy that anyone would use, yabo. Abantu abazi-influencers, if they wear something, you know how it works, yabo. So now there's a lot of them. Njengoba slideshow. Lockdown. I mean, there's no entertainment, so because there's a lot of them. There's influencers, as he says, and he says, it's a part of marketing strategy.
Okay. Now with your brand, Usichoba, it's no longer that local anymore. Yes, it's produced locally, but it is a national brand. Zubo, are you looking to moving to a bigger city, mhlawumbi?
I really don't see a need because I'm in Cape Town or I'm here. I have stock in Cape Town, for instance. If someone is in Cape Town, they don't call me direct. I'll tell them, go to someone in Khayelitsha who's going to give you the stock. So there's no need for me to be physically there. Gone are those days, I'm here Joburg. Opportunities, go to Joburg. We have musicians in Eastern Cape, they're making it in Joburg while they're here. I don't see a need for me to physically go to a bigger city. We'll make things happen here in the Eastern Cape. We amaze people still up in East London. And people don't even believe that city. I see this brand on Instagram, we are in East London, it doesn't register, but we are here. There's no need for me to go to Joburg. I can have someone pushing my brand in Joburg while I'm here. Because we manufacture everything in East London. We make everything from East London and then we dispatch. So the brand can go to the people while we are based in East London. I mean, we're in the 21st century. There's as in those about Africa, we calendar, I can be in Joburg, I can be a nobody. You understand?
Okay. You've already told us a bit of your plans. You are bringing in more items or more stock into your brand, like sneakers and other things. Can you quickly give us your take, or rather your word, with what is going on around the country at the moment? I mean, KZN is on fire, parts of Gauteng and some parts of the Western Cape. So the Western Cape are also on fire. A business owner, or as a business person, what would you like to say to the public today?
Hey, this thing that is going on, Swami, is taking us back. It's taking us back. If you remember, the unemployment rate in South Africa is ridiculous. So you can celebrate because we know they're joining the states, say unemployment, and then now when there are people making ends meet, supermarkets retail stores, we're going back, so it's very bad, and unemployment is so food parcels, and except on the COVID on top of that. So it's not right. I just hope and pray while saying, because I heard on the news petrol if Maneki can't buy bread now. I mean, in KZN and Gauteng, it's bad. I wish it stops before Iyegudi, because now we're going back. There's a crisis and unemployment ridiculous in South Africa. So imagine now they're burning down malls. How many people have a mall? How many people now are because of what happened? It's just bad. I hope it stops because it's affecting businesses. We can't even deliver now because into zethu xa sikhuluya our parcels to our customers zihamba ngeetruck zihamba ngeeplane zihamba ngebhasi yabo. So it's a risk now which is ukuthumela into zaseCape Town. I don't know uba kuzokwenzeka ntoni. I was frustrated because one of my suppliers is in Durban. I was frustrated kuqala kwale veki kuba into zam zizawufika now. Ila truck izakwenzeka ntoni kuyo. It's really bad on business. It's affecting businesses. Ngendlela engapha yasiswam. Just hope and pray igqithe le nto ASAP.
Okay, Zubo, thank you so much. That was Mzuhleli Maduna, the owner and founder of uShukela Lifestyle, as we have been playing a slideshow of his work throughout the interview. Thank you so much, Zubo. Thank you so much for coming through.
Thank you very much, Tom. Thank you. Thank you for the invite. Thank you for the opportunity. Thank you for the platform.
All right. Have a good night. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Now, our news condemns the looting of businesses in KZN, Gauteng, and some parts of the Western Cape. The Eastern Cape Premier's office released a statement this morning asking us not to imitate these actions. We close our show with a video from the Premier himself. Please take care, stay safe, and protect our province. Have a good night.
Peace-loving and law-abiding citizen of the Eastern Cape, we have seen messages of campaign trying to mobilize you to do what is happening in our two sister provinces of Gauteng and KZN. We want to assure you that law enforcement agencies are investigating the origins of these messages to arrest the ringleaders of that campaign. We also urge you to report to law enforcement authorities any attempt to fuel violent protest in your communities. We commend the ordinary people of our province for refusing to emulate in our province the violent conduct of looting businesses and destroying public and private infrastructure that we see in our sister provinces. We are inspired by the campaigns that are led by the ordinary people of our province on social media to discourage each other from participating in acts of criminality in our communities to protect their own towns from any potential attacks by anarchists. We applaud the taxi industry for taking a stand against anarchists, as any form of violent protest in towns will affect their business. We urge the civil organization, business sector, labor organization, religious sector, traditional leaders, youth formations, and leaders of political parties to also take a stand and pledge solidarity and to be on the ground to quell any attempts of causing anarchy in all the regions of our province. We are in the phase of building the Eastern Cape we want, not of destroying the Eastern Cape we have. Let us all protect the future of our children. As it is, our province is battling with huge challenges of socio-economic infrastructure underdevelopment. Many of our brothers and sisters were forced to look for jobs in other provinces, and that does not sit well with us. We cannot afford to shoot ourselves on the foot by destroying the infrastructure we have, as it is a catalyst for job creation. We are making inroads to develop key infrastructure such as roads, ports, and building new factories, particularly in Kucha SEZ and East London SEZ, to make our province attractive to investors. Violent, anarchic protest will be a turn-off to potential new investors. It is in the interest of every person in our province to protect the investment we have and to build on them to create new jobs for our unemployed people. We have a challenge of poverty, unemployment, and inequality which affects mainly people in township and rural areas. Over the past few years, government, in partnership with the private sector, has worked hard to rebuild the economy of our province to create jobs for our people. Most of the investments we have gained in our province are in the retail space and in the form of shopping malls and state-of-the-art taxi ranks in places where there were none before. These shopping malls provide jobs to the people of our province and enable them to put food on their tables. The shopping malls closer to our communities also make shopping cost effective for locals. They must be protected by the people they serve. The people orchestrating the violent protests want to target these shopping centers that provide jobs to many of our people. They also want to close roads that enable transportation of food, medicine, and other essential items that we need for our daily lives. Our people should defend their own jobs and they have the power to do so. On the side of government, we are ready to deal with the threat of violent protest, and the police will be highly visible in our communities to protect our people and local businesses. I've asked the national government to put the soldiers that are based in our province on high alert for any development to support our South African police officers if need arises. The soldiers are the defenders of innocent people against anarchists and will assist the police to prevent destruction of public and private property. We are extremely concerned by what is happening in our sister province of Gauteng and KZN because we have socio-economic links with those two provinces. We join President Cyril Ramaphosa in calling for the cooling of tensions. Let us all continue to focus on the task of flattening the curve of the COVID-19 third wave to save lives and livelihood and rebuild the economy of our province to create jobs. I have met this morning with all organized taxi formation, and I've also directed all mayors to meet with the local taxi association as well in an attempt to quell the violence and destruction of both public and private property.